Hi, everyone. Kate Byers, founder of Corporate Women Unleashed. On today's issue of Executive Life Well Lived in 90 Seconds, we're talking about being the good girl. And if you're a guy, listen in because this applies to you too. But being the good girl is something that women face as we rise in our careers. There is a real dichotomy in what we're told. On the one hand, we're supposed to be the good girl, but on the other hand, we're supposed to be assertive. And what we find a lot of times with women is that we have this uncertainty of like, who are we supposed to show up as and what will people think of me? And men tend to have this concern much less. I'm not saying it's not there, but women tend to worry more about how we are valued or how we are seen. And a lot of this also comes from the fact that we're trying to prove ourselves that we deserve a place at the table, where men aren't trying to prove that. They just assume that they're going to get a place at the table, right? So what you have to remember is being a good girl isn't necessarily about pleasing others. It's about helping people get where they're trying to go. And that doesn't always mean pleasing people. And we find more and more as women are rising up in the ranks, they're getting stuck and or they're burning out because they're trying so hard to be the good girl. What do people think of me if I work a little bit longer, if I take on that extra assignment, if I take that over for my boss, if I do that for my team? And what we're not realizing is, because it's very subconscious very often, is that what you're doing is you're really working in a place of fear. What will people think of me? I'm trying to be the good girl. And if I'm the good girl and I work really hard, I will get recognition and notice. But tragically, what we see over and over again with women, a lot of women are outworking the other executives on the team, even other executive women. It's not a male-female thing, but they're working harder, getting paid less, and hoping that the good girl reputation will pay off, and it doesn't. So I'm not saying that you need to run around and be a bull in a china shop. That's not the point. But it's recognizing that being AKA good girl isn't what it takes, especially at this level. It's just being someone who's empathetic, someone who's dialed into what's going on, but can say no in ways that are very effective, not rude, not super overly aggressive, but also not always saying yes just because it's going to please the other person. It's not about pleasing others. It's really about how do we get to the goalpost, right? That's what it's about, not just getting the work done and pleasing others. So if that sort of resonates with you, I hope this triggers some understanding that it's not your fault. Our culture has given this to you, but now that you know about it, you can retrain yourself to act in different ways so that you can be successful in your career and still have a glorious personal life and not get bowled over by good girl syndrome. All right. I hope this broadcast has been helpful to you. That's it for today's issue of Executive Life Well Lived in 90 Seconds. Again, my name is Kate Byers. I'm the founder of Corporate Women Unleashed, and I will see you next time.